Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Art, and welcome back to my usual video on Sundays, which is the comic book haul. But to put it into context, I had a very busy weekend. This week is if you're a wrestling fan, this is Ric Flair's last match tonight. And there was some things that they were going through the weekend we were supposed to be watching. My friend also is moving into his new house. So I was helping him today. Oh well, I'm right now. It's 2 o'clock. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning, and I just got home pretty much. So yesterday I went to work. Worked about noon. Drove. Talked to Tony for a hot second. I was on my way to my friend's house to help him move. And I said, you know what? Let me get my comic books for the week, which you're going to be seeing pretty soon. Then after that, went to his new, try to go to his new house. Got lost, even with GPS. Got lost because I chose the right street, the wrong city. So I was technically 20 miles away from where I was supposed to be. Then find out the movers that was supposed to move all the big stuff. Technically, he should have been done by now. But the movers didn't. He came and said, "Oh, we can't move this stuff." I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" So we had to lift. So we didn't lift all the heavy stuff. We just took a lot of the quick stuff, threw it at his new house. Got the tour of his new house. Technically, it's like what 5 minutes from his old house, which is great, phenomenal. Then after that, went to have dinner, unpacked all of his stuff, and then it was SummerSlam. So that started at 7. It ended around about like 12ish or something like that. And then me and him was talking to like almost 1:30, and I was like, "Ooh, I gotta go," because he had to wake up early this morning. As you've seen this, he had to wake up early this morning to go get some stuff out of storage, or stuck paying another month. Then later on today, I'll be watching Ric Flair's last match. So it's bittersweet. And within 3 minutes, I basically told you about my whole day, and that's fine. So, what did I pick up? Well, first thing is let's talk about Radiant Black number 16. I'm starting to get bored with Radiant Black. Starting to get bored with it. I picked up this Dr. Alfred number 22 because it has Asajj Ventress variant cover, so definitely had to pick that one up. Loved her in the show, the Clone Wars TV show. Loved her a lot. Gambit number 1, the variants number 2. Mind you, I'm still maybe like a month to two out. I'm like 2 months out behind in my comic book reading, so that's what's going on. Captain America's Symbol of Liberty number 3. Venom number 8. 9. Scorch number 8. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Star Wars Obi-Wan number 3. Usagi Yojimbo number 29. Gunslinger Spawn number 10. One of my favorite music groups. It's called Cradle of Filth, and this is the latest CD they had. And so what happened was the lead singer was talking about his comic book. They're doing a comic book, and it finally came out. So I definitely can't wait to read this. Now, this next book right here is bittersweet for me because it involves my favorite Marvel superhero, my favorite superhero of all time. This is Spider-Man number 6. But in actuality, this is issue 900. So this is they published 900 issues of the Amazing Spider-Man. And I say this once again, Marvel, you messed up and you screwed up legacy. You know, for books that don't really give, for things that, you know, like stories that don't really have any much meaning, yeah, restart it. But your flagship book should never be relaunched from number 1. Never. See, we had Action Comics 1000 plus. We had Detective Comics 1000 plus. Amazing Spider-Man is one of the longest running Marvel comics, and it's volume 5, issue 6. Come on. Do your fans better. We want to see an Amazing Spider-Man 1000. Volume 1. Not volume 5 or 6. Oh, gosh. Hate that. Hate that. You hate to see that. Now, this next book, this is one of the books that I wanted for a long, long time. So this is one of my great, what we in the comic book collecting, we call a grail. I have Amazing Spider-Man 135. Return of the Punisher. So I believe this is the Punisher's second appearance in comic books. I believe so. This is either his second. What's significant about this? This is his second or third appearance in the comic books, in comic book form. And there's supposedly no value stamp. Now this is a very beat up copy of this book. I think I have the Marvel Tales version of this book, and I love the cover. And what happened is I got this for $30. It's a beat up book. This book technically is actually it's worth about a couple hundred, I believe, in really great condition. But since I don't really care about the condition of the book, as long as I can get the book, that's good. So I just scored a grail. Doesn't happen all the time. Next, every now and then I do buy some role-playing games. If you ever heard of Dungeons and Dragons, that's kind of what I do sometimes. I used to have a group, we used to do this all the time. But this was a Star Wars, Edge of the Empire, no disintegrations. Now, the thing about this, Fantasy Flight had this for about 5 years or so. I just realized that they lost the license. They left the license to this in 2020. So technically, there's no new books being published. This is a used book, and it's no disintegrations. If you wanted to play a bounty hunter, which is one of the characters I wanted to do, this is about bounty hunters, so that's good. Got it for a good $27. This next one is the Megaload. This one, Star Wars Force and Destiny. So if you wanted to play a Force user, the Force and Destiny set, what tells you how to play a Force user. And the setting is after episode 4, before episode between 4 and 6. Now, this book right here is a little bit pricey. I got it for like about $65. Now, here's the thing. Why is this book $65? One, is out of print. A year ago, I can go to a store and see these in multiples. So I never thought about buying it. All of a sudden, I can't find these in the store anymore. and the average price on eBay is over between $130 to sometimes $150 for this book. So I got this book. It's a used book, but it's in very good condition. So technically, if I wanted to flip this book, it'll probably cost about $100. I probably can get over $100 for this. Plus, it has all the. It's a source book for all the places where it force. Last but not least, and after I do this, I can actually get ready and go to some sleep. Get some sleep. I bought Snake Eyes and Timber Alpha Commandos. Now this is my second copy of this, so that means I can actually open this copy now. The I bought one at the Motor City Comic Con last year for like $50, and then what happened was, because this came out, couldn't find it in the stores, found it at the conference, bought it for $50, and then within a month later after the con, I found these at my comic book store, at one of the stores I go to. Not at Target, couldn't find these in Target, but I found it at my comic book store. And one of the cool things, it has this little picture in the back, which is cool. So this Snake Eyes and Timber, you know. And I will be unboxing this pretty soon. Now, before I go any further, I accidentally released a figure review for me, Mark Callis, which is before he became the Undertaker, because I wanted to show that video to a friend, to send it to a friend, and I sent it, and it published it. So if you saw that, you saw it earlier than I wanted to. Oh well. But anyway, I could actually open this bad boy up and for a figure review. So I waited 4 months before I decided to buy this. So that's kind of cool. And with that being said, that is it for this week. I hope you guys are doing very well. Hope you guys' lives are doing good and everything in your life is going as well as it possibly can, with no trouble and no strife. And I'm sorry, one more thing. I finally got Yelena Belova, which is the final figure of the Crimson Dino Build-A-Wave. Finally got her in the mail. Finally. So if I wanted to, I could take all of them out the box and build the Crimson Dino. And you know what? That's almost it. I forgot about one thing. Hold on. One of the games I play is called Heroclix, which the new X of Swords is coming out very soon. You can pre-order it from stores. And so one of the characters that I wanted was the Ameridroid. Back in the day, there was this big ass robot kind of thing called the Ameridroid that fought Captain America. Let me pull this out of the box, and that's what it looks like. Big honking thing. Found this at the store, and I was like, got it for $20 at the store, which is a good deal, maybe. Now the reason why I bought that is because I found another one of my grails, in which this is a book that I wanted for over 20-some years, and I finally gotten it. And the thing is, I gotten it slabbed, and this is Captain America 262, him versus the Ameridroid, at an 8.5. Let's see, what's the CGC 8.5, which is a pretty decent score. Is a JD Tomate story, Zach Collard, Mike Zach. Red Skull and Ameridroid appearance. So the Red Skull makes an appearance in this book. which is cool. You can get a reader copy of this for like maybe less than $5. And this came out in October of 1981. I was 10 years old. And I do remember seeing this in the stores. So, with that being said, this is it. This is the last part. This is the last thing. So, I finally got a Grail, and I got this for less than $60. So, that was a good deal, in my opinion. Whew. That was a lot. A lot to sink in, and try to do it as fast as time possible. Maybe I could have got this video done in under 10 minutes, maybe. But, you know, I feel like sometimes I should update you guys on what's going on in my life. I know you guys really want to hear that, right? But anyway, came back home this morning and my cat took a little dump on my floor. I have a brown, I have a brown carpet. So if I wasn't paying attention, I would have stepped in it and really, really ruined my night. But anyway, I cleaned that up. Want to do this video so I can get some sleep and get my mind at ease. And thank you very much for watching. If you like this content, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, the thumbs down is disconnected anymore. Give me some words of wisdom, words of knowledge, words of content, words of scorn. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one very soon.